to my channel. So if you're new here, I'm a third year medical student at Cardiff University, but for this term I am on placement at a hospital in Bangor, North Wales. So I figured I would film today just because I want to be super productive and I always find those kind of videos quite entertaining, so I hope you enjoy and let's just get into it. So as you saw this morning, I woke up at around 6:15ish. I did my practice questions because, as I've mentioned before, I'm trying to make that a habit so that I start my day off productively and I also don't start my day off by just scrolling mindlessly on my phone. So I did 25 questions and then I went for a run. When I came back I just ate some breakfast, showered up, and now I am ready for my day. The only thing I have on my timetable for today is an acute oncology service teaching type of thing this morning. So I'm gonna head to that. I don't really know what to expect, but I've got it this morning, so I will update you after I come back. So it's like 1:15 now and I just got back from my teaching. It turns out that my teaching just involved me shadowing a nurse for the whole morning, because basically in this hospital there are 1 or 2 nurses based in the acute oncology service, and what that means is that every day they go around the hospital and visit all of the patients that have been admitted with acute oncology problems, especially involving like oncological emergencies. So she went through a lot about neutropenic sepsis and spinal cord compressions and things like that. It was quite interesting, a tiny bit boring, but quite interesting. And I only say that because I found the parts where we talked to the patients really interesting, but there was quite a lot of waiting around while she wrote in the notes and things like that, and it's kind of hard to learn from that just because there's nothing really to do while she was doing that. But other than that, I did find it quite interesting. So now I am back. I just quickly got changed and ate some lunch and I'm gonna get on with some work. I'll pop my to-do list on the screen as usual, but I don't actually have a lot on there. It's just that the things that I have to do are quite bulky and I want to get on with them and not procrastinate. So I think I'm going to start off with my haematology notes, because last week I basically made my way through all of my oncology notes, and so this week I want to focus more on general medicine because I've got an exam coming up in a couple of weeks and I think that's going to be more beneficial to me. So this is basically my setup for when I'm taking notes. I'm mainly going to be using this book, which I actually bought from the library here in the hospital. They're selling books for 50p, which is insane because all of my textbooks that I got off Amazon cost me like 30 or 40 pounds. So I'm going to go through the basis of haematology from this textbook, just because it's already hard enough going through haematology. It's quite a complicated thing, but when it comes to hematological malignancies it makes it even harder because they're so complicated. So I'm just going to make sure that my foundations are solid and that I know my stuff when it comes to the basics of haematology. And then once I've done that, I then use this clinical medicine book, which is basically like the Bible when it comes to med school. And I'm just going to use that to go through like the pathologies to do with haematology. So that kind of includes like all of the different anemias and platelet disorders and things like that. So then what I do is I type it all up. I've already started a little bit on my haematology. I've just got the anatomy of the spleen and kind of physiology and pathophysiology to do with the spleen. But that is what I do when I'm taking notes. And I've basically finished my notes on haematology, so I'm going to take a quick break and put my laundry on before I start working again. It earlier, but basically I have an exam in a couple of weeks, which is why I've chosen to focus on general medicine and just revising from the notes I've already made this week. And today I specifically want to focus on the respiratory system and all of the notes I've already made on respiratory pathologies. So what I'm going to do is just go through my notes, try and memorize as much as I can, and then do some questions purely on respiratory medicine just to see if I've actually taken anything in. So that's my plan for the next couple of hours, and then at 5 o'clock I have an on the phone appointment which should end at 6, so I'll see how much I can get done by then. Haven't yet finished all of my revision, but so far it's going really well, and I just got all of my laundry out, as you saw, folded it up and put it away, and I've also just had my phone call. So before I get back to finishing up my revision for today, I think what I'm going to do is go to Tesco, because I do have enough food left over from last week to suffice for the rest of the week. However, there are a few like random bits and bobs that I do need to get. Just stuff like hummus, and I need a new candle because mine is burning out, and that kind of thing. So I'm just going to head over to Tesco and probably also pick up a little treat for dinner, because I just feel like treating myself. So that's the plan for now, and then later this evening I think I'll finish up my revision. I literally only went for a few bits and bobs and ended up spending about £20, so I figured I would show you what I got. I've basically run out of all of my fruit, so I got some mangoes and strawberries. Then I got some gluten-free pita breads and these veggie protein balls, because what I like to do is toast the pita breads and then put the protein balls inside with salad, and it tastes incredible. Then I got some hummus and onion and garlic dip, because I love both of those with also the pita breads. Then for dinner tonight I really want to make pasta, so I got some tomato pasta sauce as well as some cheddar cheese. Then this is the candle that I ended up going with, Ocean Breeze and Waves. It smells absolutely incredible and it was on sale, so thought that was a good purchase. And then as for my treats tonight, I got myself some crisps, some gluten-free garlic bread, and then 1 can of Diet Coke. I literally find the only way that I can control myself when it comes to fizzy drinks is just buying 1 can, and then that's all I can have. I have nothing else in the house, so that's the way I limit myself. But anyway, I'm really hungry right now. It is like 7 p.m, so I'm going to make myself my pasta and probably just chill out for the next hour or so before I carry on working. So here we are, my incredibly simple and heavily carb-based meal, which looks absolutely incredible. I'm just gonna eat this and chill. I've got One Tree Hill at the ready, and my nice new candle is lit with my Diet Coke already. I'm so excited to just chill out for a little bit.